Great. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome to your yoga practice. And we're going to start with a water blessing. So get yourself your water. And I was speaking earlier before I pushed record about experiments by Masaru Emoto, the Japanese scientist who did all this work on water, and also not just the words we put into water change the molecular structure of water, but the container too, the colors. He also did experiments where he put water in different colored containers and how that attracts. And I bought these glasses from IKEA, it's nothing, but to put your liquid into blue is a very healing and loving color. So I just send that out as well. Okay, what was the other thing I was going to say too before we get started? Now it's out of my head, so it'll show up eventually. All good. All right, let's take your comfortable seat, guys, and I'm just going to turn myself into a Virasana sit. But however you sit is fine, and we'll just start with water. So you'll hold your beverage or your hands. If you don't have a beverage, just hold your hands together. It's all fine. And bring that to your heart space. And then just as we are, we'll lengthen. Close your eyes, bow your chin slightly. And if that container you're holding has a temperature, receive it. Start to invoke our senses into this practice. Soften the muscles of your face. Is there space to lift your heart? Is there space to soften jaw, shoulders? And then just feeling as you breathe in through your nose, breathe in gratitude. And as you breathe out love. You can just start with those two words, gratitude and love. Gratitude and love. And these are probably the two main things as human beings that we are put on this earth to learn, to cultivate gratitude and love. So just feeling as we enter into this space, gratitude for yourself for carving out this time and this place and this space to offer yourself deep love, loving gratitude. And then from here, friends, we'll just bring this liquid into your mouth. And you might even just hold it there, move your tongue around, just really bring the senses into this moment. And then as you swallow that down, you might do it in like 3 parts or one big gulp, whichever feels good. Feel that liquid just travel down your body and take a moment for gratitude, loving gratitude. And then before we move from this place, I'll give you the sentence, I am grateful for. You fill it in. And then breathe that in. And breathe it out into your water. And if you feel like you'd like to take one more sip before setting that aside, then go ahead and do that. And then bringing your hands together, and let's keep a little space between the palms. Don't let them touch, because if you're just holding something there, you can continue to bow your chin. You might even feel your breath moving between your hands. And let this be that reminder that we are in our flow of life, our flow of presence, our flow of gratitude. Whatever's happening in your life right now, those hard things, the beautiful things you're looking forward to, things maybe you're not looking forward to so much. Let's give gratitude for all of them. And then when you're ready, you can let your fingertips touch. If you want to bring the whole palms together, that's fine, or just keep some space. And on your next inhalation, press the sit bones, lengthen tall through the crown of the head. Exhale this breath like a sigh. We'll call ourselves home 3 times. Inhale. Pause here in your stillness, in your vibrational energy, in your resonance. And lovingly release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, open your eyes, and we're going to stay seated. If you need to adjust your seat, go for it. I'm just going to drop the head to one side. And then notice if your whole body's tilting to one side, see if you can find your long spine. Just drop your head, ear towards shoulder, drop the shoulder, drop your jaw, turn your palms up. Now take your eyeballs and turn them all the way to the right. Take one more breath. Now just start to descend your chin towards your chest. You can close your eyes if you like, or bring your gaze into your heart. Drop the jaw, lift the heart. One more breath. Now roll your head over to the opposite side, with the ear drop towards shoulder, jaw drop, and we're going to turn the eyeballs all the way to the left. Listen to your breath. Drop your chin to your center again. Interlace your fingers, pop them behind your head. Bring the elbows alongside your head, forearms alongside your head. Press the head into the hands and gently drop back until you start to feel something happening along the back of the neck, maybe into the backs of the shoulders, shoulder blades. Release your jaw. Now stay as you are. Let your eyes open if they're closed, and bring your gaze all the way up without lifting your head. Just lift your eyes up to as if you could look up to the roof of your head. One more breath like that. Let the eyes soften. You can even close your eyes. And then press your head into your hands. Lift the head, open the elbows. Lift the arms straight up. Take 3 breaths here. If you want to turn your head up, you can do that. Look at your hands as if you're balancing something on your hands. But feel the oscillations also as they move with your breath. Take one more breath. And now just bring your head back to neutral as you extend these arms straight out in front of you with the palms facing out, straight out in front of you, palms facing out. Push out. Take the belly back, take the heart back, even drop the chin. You might even roll back onto your sit bones. Release your hands to your knees. And as you inhale, lift yourself all the way up. With the shoulders up to your ears, roll them back and down. And let's just do that a few times. Just rolling, noticing any cracking, anything you feel or hear. Good. Okay, turn your palms up and roll the opposite way a few times. Feel. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Just stay, lift yourself up. Lift up so much that maybe you even feel your hip creases lifting. Drop your tail. So that's just such a small thing. You don't want to curl back. Stay upright, but see if you could just melt the tail down. Lift up through the front of your belly. Drop your jaw. One more breath. and release completely. Okay, we're going to come onto your back, guys, and you're going to take your blankets and make a little square out of your blankets. I'm just opening mine up just to fold it nicely. Even though we love wrinkles, not so much when you're lying on it. Okay, we're going to put this underneath the sacrum. I'm just going to tilt the camera. And we'll just come to lie down like we do. You can put another blanket for your head if you like. Maybe I will do that. Do you have another blanket? I know there's another one in the closet there. Yeah. Okay, and then this is going to go underneath the sacrum like we do with the block and the bolster sometimes, so you can adjust it to a place that feels comfortable for your back. You know, if it's too much of a fold, unfold it. You're just looking for this very minor support. I say minor, that's not probably not a little bit, but not as big a support as when you put the block or the bolster. Heel toe your feet nice and wide. Come to basic resting pose with your knees together. And then just rest your hands wherever you like, out to the side on your tummy. Notice, you know, any discomfort in the low back maybe as it settles. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see what's happening here, but okay, it's all good. All right, take one more breath. Now we're going to keep everything as it is. Just going to open the arms out to the side. And as you exhale now, just cross right arm over the left. We're just going to start with a little hug. So your hands can find whatever they can hold there, your shoulders, shoulder blades. And then just melt in here. You know, sometimes those arms just want to trace up and fall on your face, and you might like that. Otherwise, just kind of keep them pressed into the chest. Drop your jaw. Maybe pigeon toe your toes a little bit more. Turn your heels out. And now just take a few deep breaths here. Okay, take one more breath. Maybe side out. And then we'll just open the arms out wide as you inhale. And as you exhale, now put the left arm over the right. Drop in again to whatever this is for you, wherever those arms want to land. Soften your jaw. You know, I just feel like I'm using all the same effort that I use when you get into a warm bath on a cold night. That just sink in, rest into your own body. Take one more full breath. Try it out. Then we'll open the arms out to the sides, separate the knees, and come to a little windshield wiper. Doesn't need to be super big. You're just really rolling the hips side to side. Yes. Let it be loving. Okay. Take one more moment here. Whatever you're loosening. Good. And then bring your knees to center, heel toe the feet hip distance apart. You're going to stay on this blanket and you're going to find a little bit of cat-cow. So it's not really a visual thing. Just going to lift the hip points up and then press them down so you get an arch in your back. You could take your fingers, place them in your hip creases. So you just can feel a little bit of this rocking happening. Okay. Do one more, just loosening, and then come back to rest. Heel toe your feet a little closer together. Maybe the big toes touch, maybe not. You're gonna bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in for a moment. Okay, flex your right, actually let's just point and flex this right foot. Maybe roll the ankle around a few times. And if you want to stretch the left leg out, it's fine. Go for that. Good. Okay, and then wherever you are with the left leg is all good. Interlace your fingers on the right knee or on the behind the thigh, and we'll just start to rock this knee side to side. And you're going to do your best to keep yourself stable on your back. We just rock this side to side. Okay, we're going to bring this right knee in towards the middle of you. And you're going to keep the left hand holding it. Let the right hand trace along the shin. Maybe it gets to the ankle, maybe just below the left hand. Now pull this right shin to the right as you pull the knee to the left. Just not a huge movement. Flex your foot. The left leg bent or straight. It's all happening. Okay. Breathe. I feel a little bit of like pressure in the crease. Just share that. Now change your hands and we'll just do a little bit of opposite. We'll bring the knee over to the right and up towards the right shoulder. The left hand's going to find down the shin, maybe top of the ankle. And I'm just going to draw the heel over the groins. And at the same time, press down, drop your jaw, breathe. Bring everything back to your center. Left leg, however it is. I'm going to extend the right leg up to the sky, interlace the fingers behind the thigh. And then we're just going to bend and straighten this shin. So you bend the knee, flex your foot as the heel comes towards the hip, point the foot and extend it up towards the sky. And just do this a few times with whatever you've got. Great gratitude, loving embrace, joy of simple movement. Good. Let's keep the leg extended the next time you get there, even if the knee has to stay bent. Flex the foot and push the thigh away. Okay, if you can get the leg straight, think of it as like I'm opening the back of my knee. One more breath. Good. Okay, I'm going to bend the left leg, cross the right knee over this left knee, open your arms out to the side, and we're going to come to windshield wiper. And because we have this blanket here, don't feel you need to go all the way. It could just be a halfway moving. Whatever else is happening. This little bit of support and lift. Good. Okay. Bring it to center. Guess where we're going next? I'm going to thread this needle. So bring it in. Now the blanket under the hips might even help you to bring it in a little closer. You whatever works. So hands behind the left thigh. This time, even if you normally grab the shin, let's go behind the thigh. I'm going to push this left thigh away and push the right knee open. Flex your feet. Breathe. You can keep your full sacrum on the blanket as best as you can. Now I'm going to draw this package in. And as it comes in, you can fold the left shin, maybe hold on top of the shin if you like that, or extend the left leg, reach over top and grab hold of this left shin. Flex your left foot. Breathe and receive. So whatever shape you're in. Oh, I remember what I was going to say at the beginning. This is what I was going to say. Is sometimes your best practice is to do less than what's being offered. So I just want to share that, doesn't need to be anything more than what your body says is good for right now and for today. That is your best practice. Okay, let's release this. We'll just set both feet on the floor and just take a few moments in basic resting pose once again. So feet wide, knees together, hands wherever you like, maybe over your head if you want a little extension. Nice, beautiful breathing into full container with loving gratitude. Good. Okay, I'm just going to come to a little windshield wiper just to kind of shake everything off, bring us back into center. Okay, and find your center. Heel toe your feet back to a comfortable distance. We're going to bring the left knee in and just change the interlace of your fingers. I know I don't even need to say that. You're doing that naturally. And then just be here for a few moments. We're going to rock this left knee side to side. The right leg can stay bent. You can extend. 5 and 1. How's your breath? It's always an interesting thing to notice along your practice when you hold your breath. Okay, we're going to take this knee now into center. The right hand's going to hold at the top of the knee, or the shin, top of the shin, and the left hand, oh no, other way. Left hand holds the knee, right hand comes down, and we're going to draw this left heel over to the right, and we're going to open this knee out to the left. Oh, I might have had it wrong, but that's okay. No, this is the right way to start. No, we started the other way. It doesn't matter. We're going to do both. Yeah, just hug it in, flex your foot or your feet, drop your shoulders, your jaw, soften your groins, your belly. And now we'll switch hands. So, this is where we start. The right hand draws this left knee to center, and the left hand pulls it out, pulls the left heel out to the left. Hug it in. Breathe. Receive and believe. Power is within you. Good. All right, bring this knee into center for a moment. We're going to extend the leg up. Take the fingers, interlace behind the belly of your thigh. And then we'll just start to bend the knee and straighten and add the ankle joint. So as you bend the knee, you flex your foot. And as you extend, you point. Where is your breath? Okay. So next time your leg straightens, let's leave it there. Flex your foot. Push the thigh into the hands. You get a little longer. And if you need to have your knee bent, you do that. You can straighten the leg, you do that. Whichever one. Good. One more breath. Okay, bend the right leg, cross left ankle over knee, open arms out to side. Inhale, and as you exhale, move into this version of windshield wiper. Again, not to your maximum. It's okay. It's all right to do less. I always say it, and you guys who are here in class have heard me say this many times. If you come to class and you just lie on your back the whole time, that is good practice. So it's all good. Just getting here sometimes is just the key. Okay, come back to center. Move into thread the needle. We'll bring this right thigh in, and then opposite interlace. Press the thigh away from you. Press even pushing through the right foot. And I'm pushing the left knee out. Smiling, like this is just the best. And breathing. They feel like your whole tush is still resting on the blanket. That's kind of where we're going here. And then we'll bring it in, hug it in. And you could stay here with the hug in. You could fold the leg, hug on top of the shin, or you can extend this right leg and take your hands up over top. Just draw it in. Flex your foot. Breathe and smile. Like you're a contortionist at Cirque du Soleil. Everyone's like, wow, how's she doing that? Or keep doing that. Wow. Okay, and then release everything. Feet to the floor. If you want to stretch your legs out, or you want to just rest in basic resting position, yogi's choice here. We'll just take 3 breaths of rest. Nice big breaths. And And then if your legs are straight, bend them now. Come back to windshield wiper. My arms are over my head. I'm going to leave them like that. I'm just going to windshield wiper a few times. Okay, so the feet are as wide as your sticky mat and maybe wider. Okay, keep your feet planted where they are. Knees are up, so you have this nice wide space. I'm going to keep the left knee up and just drop the right knee down to the inside of this left foot. And then I'm going to press out. We're all going to press out, not just me, from the front of the hip out through your knee. And then if your arms are over your head, extend the right arm. Breathe. Good. And now switch. So bring the left arm back into its position. Drop the left knee inside as the right knee stays planted. And now extend the left arm as you extend from the front of your hip out through your knee. And we're just going to climb this ladder a few times. So one knee stays facing up to the sky as the other knee comes in. Just go ahead and do this a few times. And you can even add on a little bit. So as one knee comes in and down, maybe the other knee crosses over top. So you just almost like, I don't know, you got it. Whatever you're doing is good work. Okay. Come back to your center. Heel toe your feet hip distance. And now we're going to bring both knees in. So you might adjust yourself on your blanket. Just to a place that when you bring the knees in, you feel, maybe there's a little lift that helps bring them in a little bit closer. You flex the feet. Okay. Well, from here, guys, I'm going to take my hands, and if you can grab hold of the outer edge of your feet, you're going to do that and bring your thumb along. And if you can't do that, you just hold on to your shins or whatever you've got. I'm just going to straighten the legs and bend them together. So, you hold on or you hold on to your shins, it's all fine. You just straighten and bend. Great integrity. You keep the arms on the outside of the knees if you can. Just do this a few times. Just like this. Simple movements. It's not easy. Simple. Good. Okay. So the last one. If you want to stay with the legs extended for 2 or 3 breaths, then do that. And if that's not good, just put your feet on the floor, and it's okay to do less. Good. Okay, we're all going to come back, basic resting pose. Maybe arms out to the side this time. The knees together. Now really press your knees together. Really press your inner thighs together. Keep your breath relaxed, your face relaxed, but you're really squeezing. Squeeze like you have some oranges there and you're squeezing orange juice. One more. Good. And then release. Open the knees. I'm going to move to Baddha Konasana. If that's okay for you, go ahead and drop the knees out. If it's no good, you can just keep the feet nice and wide. Just drop the knees out. They don't have to come. Feet don't have to come together. Okay, I'm going to take the arms over the head. Nice big stretch here. Breathe. Press the soles of the feet together if they're touching. One more breath. Okay. Bring your knees back up. I'm just going to come to a place with the feet where you can lift the hips, take the blanket out, set it over to the side, come all the way down. And we're just going to come back to windshield wiper, just to release all that and really feel, hopefully you feel a little bit more grounded in that part of your body. Good. Okay. Come back to your center. Heel toe your feet together, and I'm going to bring the knees into the chest again. And this time we're going to do circles. So you hold on to your knees, circle your knees, flex your feet. So we've had the sacrum supported. Now we're just going to give it a little massage. And reverse this circling. Good. Okay, so I'm going to hug these knees in with the feet flexed, and we're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. So do whatever you need to do. If that is rocking in and out, great. If you want to be in stillness, interlace your fingers. Maybe you need to retuck your chin. I just did that for myself. And just drop in. Feel yourself spreading out into your container, into this constricted place, whatever you feel in your hip creases. Soften your all 4 cheeks. Big, beautiful breaths. Good. Last breath. Okay, guys, we're going to rock and roll, but I'm going to cross the right shin over the left shin. Wrap the arms outside of the knees, catch hold of the feet. And if that's not happening, you just hold on to your knees, rock and roll anyway. Otherwise, we'll rock and roll this way so that when you get up, you come up sitting cross-legged. Of course, you know, you're going to do it more. And then we're going to come onto your, oh, actually, we'll sit for a moment. Just take a moment. We're going to come back because we got to do the opposite cross. So just pause once you get here. Loving gratitude. Okay, you're going to bring yourself back onto your back, however you want to do that. I'm just going to do it the same way, but you could do it this way. You could just lie down, whatever it is. And we all end up on our backs with our knees into our chest. Cross left shin over right shin. Find the soles of your feet. Bring your thumbs along. And then just start to find it. And even if it doesn't happen for you, you know, just practice a few times. And then when you do come up sitting, we're just going to sit again. And just, yes, it's amazing, right? It's just grounding, spinal release. Just take a few moments. Good. Okay. Let's find child's pose. Okay, we're going to stay in child's pose for 5 breaths. And so if you need a bolster, you bring that in. If you need something for underneath your knees, you bring that in. Whatever you need. Okay, so you set yourself up into a nice, you know, oh, I felt like I was wearing my glasses. Let's take them off. Into a nice, either extended child's pose or bring your hands in. Here's the thing, guys. You know, I know for a lot of us, I say us, you know, globally us, the tush lifts higher than the heels. I'm looking at heart and I see that, you know, it's very common. So if that is you, then maybe you throw a blanket in between your hips and your heels. You support that so that we can feel that the tail is getting heavy. We want to anchor the spine and then extend over it. So even though I can easily sit on my heels, I'm going to anchor the tailbone down and then extend myself out from there. The head dropping the forehead to the ground, if that works for you, or supporting your head with your hands is all good. And then once you're settled, start to move into the breath. The expansive breath. And at the same time, this is an opportunity also to feel the tops of the feet, the ankle joints, the knee joints, the hip joints. And to soften through your breath. Receive this grounding, this position of devotion in many religions. Notice where your breath is expanding and even deepen that breath a few more rounds. Beautiful. Okay. Rise up to your hands and your knees. And if you need to move your props, move your props. Tuck your little toes under. And once your toes are tucked under, I'm just going to send the hips back as if you're almost sitting on your heels. And you'll just keep your head up, look forward, smile like there's something awesome there. And then press the heels of your hands down and forward. Maybe we get a little bit more toe here. Good. Inhale, come up to your hands and your knees. Flatten your feet. And exhale, send the hips towards the heels, look up. Good. Inhale, rise up, hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Send the hips towards the heels, look up. Okay, rise up to your hands and your knees. Let's move into cat-cow from here. So separate or add to bring your knees closer together, further apart, spread your fingers. And then inhale, tuck your chin. And exhale, release into the cow. So just continuing through these two poses that you know so well, but don't necessarily feel the same as they did maybe last time you did them. Feel your shoulders rolling. Maybe you're moving a little bit front to back. Feel the tailbone moving, head moving, even your jaw, your eyes. Good. Okay, last one. We'll come into our center. Okay, I'm going to sit on the toes now just to give the wrists a little break. So you might walk yourself back. Sit on your toes. If this is in your wheelhouse, we're just going to move the wrists around. I'm going to add the fingers. Touch your thumb to your pinky. Do some figure eights. Thumb to middle, ring finger, figure eights. Good. Thumb to middle finger, figure eights. And your index, figure eights. Good. Okay, I'm going to put the hands back down. We're going to take the left leg out to the left. Just like that. I love the sound effects. And then tuck the right toes under if they're not. And we're just going to move this left foot all the way. So you just take it all the way up and all the way back. Let the knee move, hip move, ankle move. Everything happening here. Good. Okay, last one. Bring your foot flat so the toes are pointing straight. Keep the right hand on the floor, lift the left arm up. Open it up wherever it's going to go. Press the left foot down, push the right knee down, push the right hand down. And now take this left arm as you exhale, just sweep it underneath the right arm. We're not coming down, just going to sweep. Inhale, take it up. And exhale. Good, last one. Good. Left hand down. We're going to do the same with the right hand. So inhale, lift your right arm up. A little crunchier. Exhale, take it through. Don't come down. Just open it. Bring it back. Open. And this time we're going to come down. Okay, so I'm going to come all the way down onto the shoulder, the head. Yeah. Now maybe you can reach and grab hold of your foot. Maybe not. All fine. Maybe the left arm wants to lift. Turn the palm, take it behind your back. Open. Breathe in your pretzel. And shift the hips a little bit to the right, even as I extend through the left leg. Last breath. Whatever you're doing is good. Do less, it's okay. Release, come up. Good. Bring your legs together. Okay, if you're child's pose or downward dog, whichever one you feel you'd like to rest into, do it. And, you know, if you're in downward dog, you want to pedal your feet or move a little bit, do that. Take 2 more breaths. Bring yourself back onto your knees. Okay, I'm just going to turn myself. You stay as you are. Take your right leg, bring it out to the side. And then just start to articulate the foot. It's always fun to watch. The toes get a little bit of something. Your knee, the whole hip joint. And the wrist, because we're on them. So that's good too. Okay, last one. And you'll bring that foot flat, toes pointing forward. Okay, we're going to start with the right arm. So the left hand stays where it is. You reach the right arm up. Just start by opening, reach, push the left knee down, right leg away, left hand into the floor. Reach and breathe. One more inhale. Now exhale and just thread it through. Inhale, bring it back. So just do this as nice open side here. Whatever you're doing, good work. And last one, let the hand come down. And we're going to do the left side. We'll lift the left arm up as you inhale. Crunchy. Take it through. We'll do this 3 times. Okay to do less. Whatever you're doing it. You'll give yourself some nice kudos. Last one. And then we're going to take it all the way. Come down onto your left shoulder, head. Maybe you can hold your foot. You take that arm up. Maybe you turn it, drop it behind your back and open. And now find extension inside, whatever that is, you know, right from the hip out to the foot, your breath, your smile, your joy. Okay, release. Okay, and then again, you rest either child's pose or downward dog. All good. Okay, this downward dog, I'm walking my feet a little bit. I'm gonna make it longer. And then I'm pressing the heels of the hands down, lifting the shoulders up, and press out through the backs of your thighs all the way to your heels, as if they could touch the floor. If they don't, it's okay. They don't ever need to touch the floor. Okay, release. Put your knees down. Tops of the feet on the floor. We're going to sit in Vajrasana. So that's the name of this pose, Thunderbolt Pose. You can always put, that little blanket if you have it still or something. Sit on, or you just pop yourself into cross-legged. It's all fine. Okay, I'm just going to be here, nice and tall. Drop your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Take your thumb and let's touch the ring finger and the index finger. No, that's wrong. Middle finger and index. Palms face up. And if you can drop your tail to your heels so that you feel like you're really connected there. Nice breath. Lift your heart. One more. Okay. We're going to come back to hands and knees, and I'm going to put the palms down this way. So they might come in closer. You might not be as far out as you were on regular hands and knees. So pop this out. Okay, so the wrists are down. And if that doesn't work for you, just turn them out. It's all fine. Be wherever you need to be here. I'm going to tuck the toes under and just send the weight back because I just want a little more wrist. I might even put a bend in my elbows. Lift the heart. Breathe. I'm starting to tuck the tail. Okay, rock yourself forward and back a few times just to move these wrists in whatever way works for you. Be kind and loving. These wrists do a lot. Good. Okay, I'm going to turn the hands to face normal way. Bring them to the front. Okay, I'm just going to face you guys. So you have your hands down. And then stay as they are. Oh, look, I just went to sit. If you want to sit, you could sit because we're just going to move the fingers. So I'm going to really spread the fingers, whatever works. I'm going to start by just lifting, let's say just the right hand, the index finger. Maybe you just wiggle it around a little bit and then plant it. Lift the middle finger, move it around, plant it, ring finger, move it around, plant it, and then the pinky. And here's where things start to get interesting. So you just go, oh, okay. And then I'm just going to work my way back. So I'll plant the pinky, lift the ring, plant the ring, middle, index, and then we're going to move the thumb. I'm going to try and keep everything else down. Just move the thumb. Okay. Then we go to the left hand. Start with the pinky. Oh, no, let's start with the index. Sorry, index. Move it around a little bit. Plant it, middle finger, plant it, ring. Okay, things get interesting, more challenging. Just smile. Pinky. If it doesn't come up, you go, oh, it's so interesting. Okay, now go back. Take your time. The little finger saying hello, and then the thumb. Yes, good. Okay, now I'm going to come back up to hands and knees. I'm going to turn the hands. So I'm on the backs of the hands. So you could bring them in, you dust. You might come down quite a bit if you need to. Or you start to straighten, maybe just by lifting your heart. Maybe even sending the weight back or front. Just kind of see. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Okay. Sit on the heels again and just move the wrists. And I'm going to add the finger and the thumb like we did at the very beginning-ish of class. So thumb to pinky. Figure eights, lift your heart. Move to your ring finger. Figure eights. Middle. And index. Good. All right. Play piano. Okay, good. Downward dog or child's pose. Either one. Or if you want puppy, if it's too much for the wrist, go to puppy. It's okay. Little puppies are adorable. Good. Okay, guys. Take 2 breaths wherever you are. I'm just going to do a little lunging. So I'm going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Yeah, I'm going to have the right knee lifted. Press that right thigh up to the sky. Even lift your tush. Turn your right hand out a little bit. Lift the left arm up. Now sweep back. Okay, and now I'm going to start to drop this left knee out. I'm on the outer edge of the foot. If that works for you, do it. But anchor into the ground. Good. Release. Step back down. Dog. Or child's pose or hands and knees. Right hand, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Good. Okay, turn the left hand out, reach the right arm up. Oh, I didn't say that, but maybe you did it already. Lift your left thigh, head open, and then I might even move on to the baby toe edge of this right foot. Really expand. Breathe into your strength, into your presence. Good. And then come back. Okay, I'm going to sit on the toes. You sit however you like. First, I'm just going to move this hair on the floor. Okay, sit on the toes. Breathe. Maybe you want to move your wrists if they need a little shake. Do that. So important. Good. Okay, wherever you are, lift your heart. Breathe. Oh, I'm going to balance on the toes. So if that's there, maybe you come up. You could even use your hands. That's all fine, you know. Or you bring them, yes, to your heart and you squeeze your knees. And take your belly and squeeze your leg, your feet towards each other. Smile. Good. And we'll just take a forward fold. So hands to the floor. Come up. Walk your feet as wide as you like, guys. Maybe as wide as your mat. I'm going to just keep the heels on the floor, feet on the floor, and extend the hands as far as they're going to go, even if your knees are bent. And then just be here for a moment in this extension. Really press your thighs back if you can. You might even walk your hands forward a bit. If your heels stay on the floor, maybe you can come forward more. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And we'll start to wag the tail. Let's move, shift slowly side to side. Okay, come back down to child's pose. And this time I'm going to bring the knees together. You do whatever you feel good. Throw your props in. We're going to be here for about 5 breaths, so take the time to put the props in. And then, you know, you might want to take your arms behind you. We've done all this wrist stuff, and so it might feel nice to just let the hands come behind and palms face up. You might even keep the wrists on the floor and move the fingers up to the sky and back down a few times. Good. Okay, I'm assuming you're comfortable, you're dropping in with your awareness, with your breath. I'm going to do one last little wrist thing here. I'm just going to take the arms, extend them out, and then flip the palms. So like what I just did the opposite way, I'm going to keep the wrists on the ground and just wave the hand side to side. So it's almost like I'm massaging this little wrist bones. That's it. Okay, last breath. And then just walk yourself up into your seated position. And okay, take a bolster. And so this is the way we ended class. I think the last few classes has just been the same kind of ending, and just to open ourselves, ground ourselves. So I'm just going to put the bolster down. We're going to sit in front of it and lie back over it. And you can put your blanket for your head if you like. If you want to prop the bolster up with your blocks, go for that. And then you just sit on the floor. Okay, we are going to move into Shavasana 2. So if you want to put your sock, it is Shavasana 2. We're going to move into Shavasana 2 as well. So if you want to put your socks on or your blankets, or your eye pillows, grab your stuff. Okay, those of you who can sit in Virasana, then this is a nice, maybe you might, like this is kind of my jam. I love this. But if it's not your jam, that's okay. It's okay to do less. Always okay to do less. So you can stretch your legs out. You can go to cross-legged if you like, Baddha Konasana, whatever you like. If you're in Virasana, your tops of the soles of the feet are facing the sky, then it's just kind of a nice opportunity for foot love. Okay. And once you've settled, just come back to your breath. Okay, we're just going to end the way we started with that hug. So once you're ready, you can extend your arms out to the side. And as you exhale, start with the right arm over the left and just give yourself a hug here. Notice maybe things have changed. Maybe you can hug a little tighter. And if you want to rock a little bit side to side over the bolster, like massaging the upper back a little bit here, and add that in. Make it a loving rock. So much gratitude for this body, for your presence, for this practice, for discovering this practice, for embracing this practice, and for offering yourself healing and wellness. And this deep connection to your capital S self. Take one more breath. Sigh it out. And then as you inhale, open your arms. And as you exhale, left arm over the right, find your little hug, your self-embrace, and you tell yourself, oh, I love you. I'm so grateful for you. Melt what you can into your support, into your breath. Feel free to rock too. I didn't say that. I wasn't doing it, but if you feel called, then do it. And then we'll just release the arms out to the sides in a way that feels nourishing for your shoulders. So they need to go below shoulder height, do that. They can stay at shoulder height, great. If you want to even bend at the elbows to cowboy surrender here, you get a nice stretch. But we are at the end of class, so be in a place of loving embrace. Okay, so just before we slip into our rest, you'll want to unwind the third eye. So take your dominant hand, your index finger, your middle finger, place them at the center of your forehead. And you either just press in here and stay here, or you start to make circling. And you'll go either clockwise or counterclockwise. One way is going to feel like it's opening, and one way is going to feel not as good. Be in this massage, this unwinding, any tension that we hold in our third eye, in our mind's eye, anything that's troubling you or weighing on your head. You can tell yourself, all will be well. All will be well. And then friends, from here, we'll move into our Shavasana, and you're welcome to stay on the bolster if you want to change. You might turn the bolster to support your thighs and flip yourself around. If you're in cross-legged, you could even just change to opposite cross. Be in a place where you can relax. So I'm just taking my legs out of Virasana and straightening them now. Turn your palms up. And deeply receive this opportunity of doing nothing, of doing less, of undoing. And in all of that, you are embracing all that you are at this moment in time. And that is good. So just breathing in gratitude, breathing out love. You can Feel you're inhaling gratitude from the energy surrounding you and exhaling your love into your whole being. I love myself. I'm grateful for this life. Shavasana. Rest your eyes more deeply. And feeling them spread out to the inner and outer corners of your eyes. And feeling you can send your inner gaze out through your temples. A way of widening your view, broadening your view. Scanning any place you're still holding that you can rest more deeply. Let's just stay with this idea of loving gratitude. We're going to awaken through this. So you can stay here for as long as you like. When you're ready, we'll start by just moving your fingers and your wrists. And then bringing your palms together in front of your heart and just rubbing the palms together. And letting the fingers slide in and out of each other. Soften your face. Okay, now these hands can rest once you have some heat built. They can cover your eyes, they can go on your belly, any place you need them to be, your heart, your jaw, your neck. Just rest your palms there as if you're just offering yourself more of what you are. This great reminder that you are powerful. And gently releasing these hands, resting them on your tummy or out to the sides for 1 or 2 breaths. And then we'll add the feet and the toes. You can bend your knees, and you might want a windshield wiper or just rest with your feet on the floor or hug your knees in, whatever you choose to do. Just let it be slow and loving. And eventually you'll make your way to rest onto your side, and also let this be a loving act of coming to your side here, this place in between sleep and awake. Melt yourself more deeply to the floor. And let that be the release into the uplift. As you inhale, you'll rise up in a loving, kind way. Take your time. And then just as we do at the end of practice, we'll just sit for a few moments and be in your energy. This loving, healing energy you have released from within. You didn't create it, it was there. You're just open to receiving it. Okay, so as we open with the water, you don't need to grab your water, just bring your palms into like a cup as if they're holding water. Just hold it in front of your heart, lift yourself tall. And as you exhale, bow your chin as if you're just filling up into your hands that what you need. We're just going to take this, whatever you've dropped into your hands, just going to lift it up, tip them over your head as if you're pouring this over you. And just let the hands just trace along your energy. And then you'll bring the palms together in front of your heart like you're gathering it all in. And here, friends, just pause for a moment. Feel there's a lot of heaviness. And we're going to send out our May We Be Blessed mantra into all that is. Inhale, lengthen yourself tall, and exhale this breath completely. We'll inhale to begin. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy, and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Get your sacred breath, my friends. Lift your chin and open your eyes and offer this to yourself. Yes, and we'll offer it to each other. Great love. Great love. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this time. And may you have a great rest of this Sunday. Great rest of your week. We'll see you very soon. So much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, warm it up.